Hello everyone, this is Srikanth, working as assistant professor in electrical department. In this video, I want to give one more problem about mesh analysis. Okay, we'll go step by step. So in this problem, at 1 ohm, he required a current. So 1 ohm resistor, he required current, but we have 4 resistors. So at every resistor, I need to find out the current. Okay, so using mesh analysis. I need to find out the current. So for this, I will go for the step by step. First step is identify the loops. So how many loops we have? And second step is mesh currents. So give the direction for mesh currents. And next third step is using KVL rule, you need to write the equation. And fourth step is just find out the loop currents. So how many loops we have? You need to find out the loops currents. Then fifth step is so where you require the values. So unknown values we need to find out. So these are some steps to find out the mesh currents. Okay, now we'll go step by step. So first step is, what is your first step? We need to identify the loops current. So how many loops we have in this circuit? So just check it. How many loops we have? Only 4 loops. So loop 1, loop 2, loop 3, as well as loop 4. So we have 4 loops. Then what is the second step? Just give the directions. 4 loops we have. So we have the 4 currents. So I1 current, I2 current, I3 current, and I4 currents. So every loop we have some different currents. We need to give the directions also. Okay, so first loop, so I'm giving using source, I give the current direction upward direction, that is I1. Okay, second loop I2, and third loop I3, and fourth loop I4. So we have the 4 loops, 4 currents. The direction also I'm depending upon the source direction I given to every loop. So 4 loops, 4 currents we have. Now next apply the KVL rule. So in every loop, I need to apply the KVL rule. So sum of voltages in a closed loop equal to 0. That is your KVL rule. So you need to apply that rule in each loop. So first loop, so every element will have some voltage drop. So we need to find out how much voltage drop at every loop. So every element. So first we have the voltage source, that is 10 volts we have. Then at 2 ohms, how many currents we have? At 2 ohms, we have only one current, that is I1 current. So here we have the I1, first loop is only I1 current. So at 2 ohms, what is the voltage drop at 2 ohms? That is V equal to I into R. That is your formula. So voltage formula. So at 2 ohms, current is only one current, that is I1 current, into 2. That is I1 into 2. That is your voltage drop I1 into 2. And at 1 ohm, how many currents we have? We have 2 currents. I1 is down direction and I2 is upward direction. So down direction and upward direction. So we have 2 currents, that is I1 as well as I2. But which current direction I need to follow? So I am following loop 1. So I need to follow the I1 current direction. So what is the I1 current direction? That is downwards. So here I1 current is downwards and I2 current is upward direction. Then your voltage drop at 1 ohm resistor. Voltage drop at 1 ohm resistor using loop 1, I1 minus I2 into 1. So that is your current I1 minus I2 into 1. And here we have one more resistor here, 1 ohm resistor. There same I1 and I3. 2 currents we have, I1 as well as I3. We have 2 currents. Both are again reverse direction. So I need to follow loop 1 current. That means I1 minus I3 into 1. So in this first loop, we have some voltage drop at different elements. Next, go to the loop 2. Loop 2 also same. 10 volts we have supply. Then at 1 ohm, how many currents we have? In this 1 ohm, I2 current as well as I4 current. So which current direction I need to follow? Loop 2 current direction. That's why I2 minus I4 into 1. Again one more resistor we have. There, now I need to follow loop 2 current. So I2 current. That means I2 minus I1 into 1. And at 2 ohm resistor, we have only one current, that is I2 current. That means I2 into 2. At loop 2, some voltage drops. Then loop 3, again we have the supply 10 volts. Then at 1 ohm, now I need to follow the loop 3. That means I3 current. So your value voltage drop at 1 ohm is I3 minus I1 into 1. And next, here we have again two currents, that is I3 is downwards, I4 is upwards, again reverse direction. That means I need to follow loop 3 current, I3 current. So I3 means I3 minus I4 into 1. And at last 2 ohm resistor we have only I3 current. That means your value at 2 ohms is I3 into 2. That means that is a voltage drop across every element in loop 3. Next, loop 4 we have again source is 10 volts, we have 10 volt source. Then at a voltage across at 2 ohms is same, we have only one current, that is I4 into 2. And at 1 ohm, now I need follow like loop 4 current, that means I4 current, I4 minus I3 into 1, that is voltage across 1 ohm resistor. And we have one more resistor here, there again same, I need to follow loop 4 current, that means I4 minus I2 into 1, that is your voltage drop across 1 ohm. So we know, so every resistor, every element different voltage drops. Now write the equation for each loop. So using KVL rule, I need to write the equation. Then first loop, the sum of voltage is equal to 0. So that means first loop, the equation, that is how many voltages we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 voltages we have. The sum of those voltages is equal to 0. That is minus 10, and I1 into 2, and I1 minus I2 into 1, and I1 minus I3 into 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 voltage drop, sum of voltage equal to 0. Then why you are giving the minus 10 means the current direction is upwards and you are started with minus. So source is started with minus, so you going the like minus 10 volts. So minus 10 volts, then I1 into 2, then I1 minus I2 into 1, then I1 minus I3 into 1. So these are the voltages, sum of voltage equal to 0. This is a loop 1 equation. Then go for the loop 2 equation, same like loop 1 equation, that is 10 minus 10, then I2 minus I4 into 1, I2 minus I1 into 1, so I2 minus I1 into 1, then I2 into 2, I2 into 2 equal to 0. That is loop 2 equation. Same as loop 3 equation. There voltage and voltage here, I3 minus I1, I3 minus I1 into 1, I3 minus I4, 1 into 1, I3 minus I4 into 1, I3 into 2, I3 into 2. Then loop 4 equation is same, 10 volts, I4 into 2, I4 minus I3 into 1, I4 minus I2 into 1. So these are the 4 equations. So 4 loops, 4 equations. Then just solve those equations, then we will find out the mesh currents. So we'll get the mesh current. That means I1 current, I2 current, I3 current, I4 current. Just solve the equations. If you solve the equation, loop 1 equation will get like 4I1 minus I2 minus I3 equal 10. You can directly see here. So how much volts? So this is a source. So source 10 volts, and I1 means at 2 ohms I1 is there, 1 ohm I1 is there, and here also 1 ohm I1 is there. That means 2 plus 1 plus 1, 4 I1. And here there is no I2. Here we have the I2 value, that is reverse, that means minus I2 into 1. And here also we have I3, that is reverse direction, minus I3 into 1. So this is the equation 1. Directly you can write like this also. Okay, same as equation number 2, and same as equation number 3, and same as equation number 4. So if you solve 4 equation and 4 unknown values, that means we have like I1 value, I2 value, I3 value, I4 value. So here from this equation we will get like I1 value 5, I2 value 5, I3 value 5, and I4 value also. This is the value for mesh currents. So we know the mesh currents value now. Here I1 equal to I2 equal to I3 equal to I4. So every current is same value. So we have like 5 amps. So every current has 5 amps. Now fifth step is we need to find out the 1 ohm resistor current. Okay, here 1 ohm resistor, 1 ohm resistor, every 1 ohm resistor I need to find out the current. For this, if suppose you are following loop 1 current, so loop 1 current you are following, then your 1 ohm current is I1 minus I2, that is your 1 ohm current. When you are following the loop 1, that is I1 minus I2, then you will get like 1 ohm resistor current. Okay, you can write like I2 minus I1 also, same value, no worries, but direction is reverse direction. If suppose you are using like this loop 2 for this 1 ohm, that is I2 minus I1. Okay, no problem, you can use like the I2 minus I1 also, but reverse direction is reverse direction. Okay, then if now I require like this 1 ohm resistor current, that means I2 minus I4. Okay, this 1 ohm resistor current is I2 minus I4. You can write I4 minus I2 also, no worries, but direction is reverse. If suppose you will get minus value or plus value, no worries about that values, minus or plus. Now I require now this 1 ohm current. This 1 ohm current is I3 minus I1. So I am following loop 3 values. Now this 1 ohm current I require, that is I4 minus I3. You can write like I3 minus I4 also, no problem. I am using like I4 loop. Okay, now I1 value is, I2 value is, I3 value and I4. 4 values is same. Then 5 minus 5. How much you will get? 0. So each 1 ohm resistor value is 0 amps. Clear? So these are simple steps to find out the mesh currents as well as elements currents. So first we need to find out the loops, how many loops we have, then give the mesh current directions. That is your second step. Okay, and third step is you apply the KVL rule and write the equations. Then we need to find out the loops currents. That is your fourth steps. That is I1, I2, I3. We'll get the I1 value, I2 value and I3 value using like 4 equations. Then find out the unknown values. So where you require the current, or where you require the voltage, or where you require the power, there we need to find out those values. So these are 5 steps. If we follow the 5 steps, we'll get the like mesh analysis problems. Okay, thank you. I think you enjoy this video. If you really enjoy this video, just comment me in comment box. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.